either in the moment, which is how we should be living. We should be living in the moment. So if we're living in the moment, when something happens, we just experience it to its fullest. So there's no karma. All the emotion is then exhausted in that moment. And there's no blockage of, because there's going to be two big trajectories. Because one aspect there was a group of decisions going one way, and one aspect there was a group of decisions or choices going the other way. One of the two. So when we don't have that karma, or we go back and break those I guess like clogs of karma and these experiences in our life, what happens is our consciousness can then like fill the whole. It's always there, but it can connect itself to itself
Yes.
across all these different scenarios of what might have happened and what could have happened.
Right. Or just by those like little interactions of, oh, I've just woken up and I'm about to have I've turned my computer on and everything. Just so happens that Mike and Willie's around, and then it's like, oh, we also feel inclined at that moment to start chatting, and it's like, well, we're just the manifestation of the intentions behind whatever is powering this network, like the collective consciousness and whatever. So it's like, see how it trickles down from one point of reality to another.
Yeah.
Into multiple points of reality.
And I think that's what when we move into what is being called the dimension is really when you look at like two-dimensionality. It's like what creature on this planet lives in two-dimensions? Flounders. Their eyes are both on the same side. So everything is in 2D. They don't have eyes on either side, so they don't understand the third dimension. They only see 2D. So they're in a whole different dimension than we are. And it's just perception, how the flounder perceives what the flounder experiences. And I don't think it's like flounder can live in our dimension. If we could communicate and explain with the three-dimensional perspective, and then it will exist in our dimension in like a consciousness. That makes any sense. It's consciousness will exist in the and for us, it's just perception. And when we're able to perceive something different, like that, the fact that there's multiple voices, and yet we could experience them all at the same time. And that's the way to do it. And then once we do that, we are able to see them for what they are. And it's like, and I think the consciousness is like us being like the ancestors of us. If you take consciousness and expand it to its fullest, I just heard one Disintegral just plasma. And when something happens in like a flux, that plasma snaps. And it just fits into so much. Because our bodies are pretty much silica, and it just distorts the frequencies for plasma radiation. And we also have electromagnetic waves that we can that activates and charges plasma. And when you think about this, when you think about something happened that we're all looking at, we're all looking at what happened. Something happened here, a lot of people died, a lot of life was lost, a lot of consciousness. So So what happened, we don't really have a strong idea, but what you could like kind of take a reference from is its plasma is consciousness, and this planet had a dramatic loss of consciousness. Then in the orbit of the planet, there's going to be a big cloud of consciousness. And this is probably like the last one. And I would think that if this event that happened is extremely dramatic, it probably alters how our location in the galaxy works. So we might be like on a wobble or something. So it seems that we go through this cloud of consciousness that was lost all time ago. And it's a dramatic event. And we absorb the plasma back, we absorb it back into and and when that happens, things like go dark. And and what it seems like is because of that orbit, we have like different like time frames where we go through this cloud like full bore, right in the middle. And you know, a lot of this stuff I put some posts in our classroom area, but more like details of the installation research. But if you look at jubilees, the grand jubilees, the jubilees are 50-year breaks, and the grand jubilee is about 500 years breaks. And in the grand jubilee, what happens is what had happened was the nobility would give all debts and release all prisoners and pardon prisoners and just kind of reset the whole currency and all the stuff and got everything flat to zero. Now, that kind of fits into the cycle. And the last grand jubilee was last year. And it lines up to so many of these events. If you look at it in the 50-year period, you can line these events up to a lot of big wars. And
what was I going to do?
I have a strong inclination that these wars are designed as not just a distraction, but a disguise for these cosmic events. So that humans are, thought to believe that we're therefore terrible because of things we do to each other. But what's actually happening is the consciousness is being used against humanity, their own consciousness. So each time they get close to this cloud, things are set up and ready for war. And then all they got to do is it's like a domino. All they got to do when we're in this cloud, all they got to do is drop one domino, and the consciousness takes over. So you look at like the fire bombs in this. You look at the bombing that happened in Japan, fire bombing. All they really need to do is just start the tinder of consciousness that everybody's gonna die. First you prep them, you get them air raids, everybody's practicing going the things that are best in school, you prepare the mind for consciousness, then you put the being into a cloud of consciousness, and then you trigger them to believe that something horrible could happen, and they manifest it. Because you'll see in all of these different photos and stuff like that from these war events, like, a lot of the trees are fine. They're not burnt. And people, around YouTube, a lot of them are directed Because it's the only thing that they could make sense of with what we've been given. You know, the information, the resources we need. So, but that is a part of that same narrative. That is these guys killed it.
Right. And it takes the numbers of people, more people see it and agree to it and believe it, then it becomes a reality. Yeah.
And when you get it charged with a whole bunch of a big cloud of consciousness in it without the culture, and this is where
that's the idea about raising the consciousness so that we're not then creating more of it. So yeah, collectively.
This is the crazy part of it. We've all seen how our history's been messed with. Now, everything's been messed with. Our genetics have been messed with, our religions have been messed with, and our other, like our history. But I call a lot of religions history too, so I'm not even going to take that distinction. Like our history books. Our religious books are messed with, our history books are messed with, and
yes, I mean collectively it's our history, it's our ancestral work.
Everything was messed with, right, in history. None of the history we've been given is correct. It's all hokey and malarkey.
Now, but this is the really part of it. What was done was a society was created in which those participating in society contracts, which are birth certificates. These contracts are actually a contract to our soul. And once our parents sign these contracts and give it to the government, they are then the owner of the soul. And this soul is used as collateral for the debt that the currency works on. And it's basically saying, like, well, this soul is going to produce this much energy in its lifetime, and we will use that as the collateral, the paper that soul transfers its energy around. Both of them are printed on the same paper. Birth certificates and money. By the same people printed on. What actually happens is if you, at the time when all this stuff actually goes on and lots of consequences are, if you then have the most money, you own that consciousness. And that was the plan. Because they were transferring
Yes, buying and selling. Buying and selling is a big no-no. It's a little thing that is one of the big things that will deny you access to the kingdom, according to the Nag Hammadi anyway. The Gospel of Thomas. It was removed from the Bible, so nobody knew not to buy or sell. I think an adjustment had to be made because it was an unavoidable aspect of human development because of the way things were manipulated. So it was like, okay, buying and selling beyond one's needs, aka a house, food, that kind of thing, is one thing, but for the greed or indulgence then becomes an issue. Like the usury thing as well with loans and stuff. How Jews can do that to the goyim, but they cannot do that to themselves. Because they know it's not allowed.
That also was.
But they've already damned themselves because they've done it.
Because it was actually a whole different. And I don't even think that the original bloodlines were of Homo sapiens sapien descent.
Right.
I'd say because
More of a
when I'm
mixture
talking,
of cultures.
yeah, because it fits into so much history.
Well, it might
which I-
explain the skin color and
because
the
I'm
red
referencing
difference in
the
that regard
science.
now. Right.
Well, think about this. Think about
And skull shape.
Olympus, right? Let's take the story of Olympus and convert it into species instead of
Right.
one species or another. So if two species had an offspring, that offspring killed the stronger species and enslaved the weaker species, which would be killing the father and marrying the mother. Same story there.
Right.
Now, there were these elongated heads I spoke about earlier. Brought and they, in these remains they found, they saw how there was crossbreeding of the elongated skulls that had the skulls and and the human skulls at the top. And it was all different the question for you guys look at is mules. And when you cross two species, you get a mule. You get a hybrid. And mules generally are sterile, or they have a really, really difficult time communication. So, you get an entire new species that has a hard time existing because they have a hard time existing. So, for them to continue existing, the easiest way for them to exist is to become, I guess, like parasitic, and because they can't reproduce, so they just have to continue just bringing energy outside of themselves. And as and I believe they reference them as homophenotypes. But nobody ever does any research except for this one guy, Brian Close, and nobody's
Harry,
DNA.
do you know how to turn the do you know how to turn the music on the Stardew down? Yeah, that was for you.
I do not know.
Ah, alright.
Okay.
We wanted to play a song, but if it's really loud, you just right click on the Stardew. That's the next person about to enter the chat room. You right click on him, and you can mute or turn down the volume.
I think I'm trying to see what it is.
Yeah.
No, it's about to appear only if.
Yeah,
he needs to enter the song.
I haven't put in. Yeah, basically, there's like an automatic user, like it's like a bot, and it can play music for you, so you can get it into the chat room, and it's named Starduke in here. So I was going to play a song because you mentioned about the silicon, and it reminded me of a particular song and the lyrics, but I didn't want to disturb as well because you're in the flow. So
It actually broke because I actually a few seconds before he stepped in, my actual train of thought just lost it.
Hmm.
The second before.
Oh, I feel bad if I'm involved with that, but it's probably happening because it needed to happen. Like,
There's only so much of this that before, at least even myself, my brain gets a little overwhelmed.
Right.
That's okay, right? it's everybody.
It's interesting.
It's a pretty broad topic that caught your interest, right? It's a bit like in the clouds. It's really hard to distinguish like a pattern out of all of this. My chosen subject is a lot easier in that aspect. I just have to zoom in on a city and then determine if is this Starford or not. That's quite easy. Right? I mean, people ask bunches of questions like, "What do the Starfords do?" No, I mean,
It's the same ones over and over again. Yeah, what are they built for? How old do you think they are?
they're all differently shaped. You got returning patterns here and there. Like the cities, there's not a city that looks the same. Not one of them.
You know, the next thing to do, I would imagine, would be to somehow attribute a meaning or symbolism associated with each star shape. Like there must be like a climatic code of some kind.
The best one I have is close to Lily, or fairly close to Lily. I mean, you can tell me a whole lot, but this shit looks like a golden spiral. And it's Antwerp in Belgium.
Well, here's a thought.
I just posted that in CamTwist.
Oh, no wonder Europe's there.
Oh wow.
That's the forts surrounding Antwerp. That's the golden spiral.
Yeah, it is. Okay, here's a thought. Now, these forts are, I would guess, made of quartz, aren't they? For the most part.
Quartz.
Limestone and granite.
That's probably mostly limestone and granite.
So, and they're very high.
No, they're not very high. That,
from what I've heard, they were high. At least limestone was very high in.
Oh, that's what you mean. Sorry, I thought you meant they were high up.
Oh, no, it's just the ratio.
Yeah, fair enough. Then we've been looking into that as well.
That right there is wonderful.
The best thing for me about that was it's like currently, it's like old stuff still being used today. You can actually go and visit these marks and see them for their fucking result. Like, so everything starts to become so much more tangible at this point. It's really amazing. Well, indeed, the massive growth of reflection of me is very well with the toroidal field of the plasma universe. All we need to do is like start upscaling it, not instantly.
Yeah, we only know part of the story. When it comes to mainstream space, we only know a small fraction of what it really is. And whether or not we can get there is another thing altogether.
Yeah, I need a few questions my theory of the universe idea, and that's video. I just checked the email for a couple of seconds. Just to give people a thought, because
The giant Titan head?
Yeah, my Titan head to be. That still works. I just have to go ahead and for a second to give people a thought to do a discussion on what the universe
Right.
And the electric universe, I would have to really have to reach out to myself and
Right. And then that's how you would fit the cosmic web in. Like same as neurons firing, and then you think of that on a massive scale. and then it all makes sense. You start to think, oh, the universe is literally an organism, and we are. It's just a case of realizing that we are in the scale of the fractal, basically, and we're living in a fractal of itself. And it's just where in fractal, where in space-time we exist, really, in our scale.
I think at this point we can safely deduce that we are very, 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 very smart.
And
Right.
also, what I said too, is looking at that, at that scale,
Right. And that's the point. It's the idea, I think this is where Lenny comes from with the concept of human scale, because we've discussed this many times, where it's almost like humans are at the boundary between one part of the, it's almost at the central part of the boundary. Human consciousness is so to speak. And we're kind of at that boundary between the inner universe and the outer universe, and it's like we're developing such an expanded consciousness that we are becoming aware of both at the same time, and how those two realities merge, basically, and it's all through the cosmic web, which exists at all scales, and is interconnected from the tiniest well, if you want to go for string theory, the tiniest string to the biggest crystalline cluster of universes that make a single strand of this cosmic web, and in that sense, it becomes this gigantic thing. But it depends it's all about what scale you want to perceive reality on, and I think that when it comes to Earth, and we start thinking about just on an Earth scale, I think we can get a bit stuck and lost in our own perspective, and forget that we also exist both at an infinitely small and an infinitely large scale. We just have to change where our conscious awareness is at any point, and we can time travel throughout in a five-dimensional reality. That is five-dimensional reality, like basically dimensional space and time travel, so that we're literally changing our,
That's what I did. In that, I was viewing Miles yesterday because Wendy was in here and she was just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And all of a sudden, I bring in like the German doctor. The excuse of having to stay away for another hour or so. And basically, I did what you just said in that silly German accent. Just keep on talking, don't give it a chance to blab over something that is totally irrelevant to this discussion.
Yeah, that's what happened to me when
Bam,
everyone
bam,
left.
bam, 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 all with a silly voice. Just give like clear and concise points. Take you back from the sound of someone else.
Yeah.
I was so fucking tired.
I seriously started dozing off here.
Yeah.
Even focus on my book anymore.
It's a kind of, well, it's a kind of it's an energy draining. It's an energy. It's a.
We should really have a conversation with Lenny. Very well off each other.
Oh, speaking of memes, on this exact subject, before I so, if you're looking at it in the realm of perception and perceived reality, I would then say fourth and fifth would be in one order or the other, and understand how, like, we're a part of is that string. And the one dimension is taking in one direction, outside of our and having our consciousness go in those two directions. So going outside would probably be in the realm of like astral travel or astral projection, shamanistic journeys. All these types of things would be taking our consciousness into that one direction. And what we're talking about with the karma, I believe, is taking our consciousness in the inward direction. And once we're able to connect our self-consciousness across all these parallel timelines, and then are able to take our, like, even through meditation to astral travel, like, without any outside like stimulus. And you'd then be able to expand your consciousness throughout all of your existence and the existence of you. And I think that's what those two connections would be, like perceiving in those, like the perceptual consciousness, those two directions. And it also falls into the above so below stuff that, like, you know, saying, like you're the same as what you're standing. So in that way, and that's my ascension. That's what I'll call it. And it's just like you just look at that and it's like, well, hey, because I was thinking about this, if you want. Then you go further into it. Well, with that tree inside, what's embedded into like a moist oily crust? Yeah, we got that too. Okay, well, alright, well, let's do that. Oh, right. Well, we got and then we do that the similarities between our Mother Earth and ourselves. Then we look inside of ourselves, like to see like these trees are like the same as our hair. And I was when I said cause the trees well, they've been removed for us. And you know, that I would strongly believe that all these trees that are pulling in the light from the sun, which is typically kind of is how, you know, they kind of have this communication, I guess, conversation with the sun. That we do. And, you know, you look at,
What do I want to do?
And there's moving that particularly one just planet from this and came out of this planet. And you know, when I was just connecting all these things. I was just having to stop. Like, this planet, something happened catastrophic. At one point, those who survived it are going to know to think that something's going to happen again. And they're going to they're going to want to leave planet to protect themselves. Or they're going to want to leave this planet to protect this planet from something else coming. And that could very well explain all the things in our planet. These could all be collective consciousness that left this planet at one point as a way to either protect the planet or protect itself from this big nebula process. And then I was like, that's pretty cool idea. It's all good stuff. And it is kind of fun. And it's only because if you look at Earth in that way, and the Earth had her own consciousness, like, we're part of that, because we're inside of the bubble, like the electromagnetic bubble. And at the same time, we can absorb consciousness ourselves. Like, we can absorb this from time, and it's memory, knowledge, it's real. And that's why I think, too, a lot of people, what's happening is we're traveling to the consciousness. But it's a big cosmic civilization of consciousness. We're going through it. So we're absorbing their experiences and memories, and all this stuff is just not like, we're just finding it. And we're also creating it too. We're manifesting, remanifesting this consciousness. And I will probably building stuff that was already built. We're gonna be like, it's gonna like, it's almost like a reformulation.
And breathe.
Yeah. And it's
I'm just getting some something to eat via honestly.
I wanted to ask Willie, are you still in the hospital or are you home yet? Are you still in the hospital? Yeah. You don't have to be sorry for your situation. It's just crummy that you have to stay there.
Salad. What do I do? I want salad.
Something very really home, being able to let that stuff go. And I believe somebody from here had and I joined
Might have been me, that might have been Lily. It's called New Way or Cloud Therapy, maybe? I don't know.
no, it was the donor.
Oh.
Somebody had it this one.
Oh. Oh. I'm going to have pizza again.
Yes. In philosophy. That is a very, very useful service. It can be very, very good. Oh,
Just preparing some dinner, so I won't be very responsive.
I'm just rolling up this nice restaurant here. You got the vaporizer still, Willie?
Oh yeah.
it was a different Discord. It was a new way Discord.
Oh yeah, that's Lenny. I mentioned before. You and Lenny should have a conversation sometime. Lenny is a very smart cookie. He probably has a lot to add to theorems everywhere, pretty much. Lee, I wanted to ask you again. You mentioned this, I think, yesterday, about Lenny going on a holiday of sorts. Oh, you're having dinner. Shit, I forgot. Sorry, man.
How do you mean? What?
You mentioned Lenny going on a holiday of 2 weeks or something, and people wanting to run the radio show should step in.
Oh right, yeah. He does mention that. Okay. It's something he's toying with, I think, from what I understand, because he has mentioned it a few times. I think he drops the hint. I want to get to a point where I can have a few days away and know that somebody will be able to take over and cover for me, type of thing.
Some discussion of we could set something like that up here, a radio show or something. See if you can have a nurture of sorts.
You never know. I mean, Steampunk Radio might have a slot open for something else, so who knows?
Not sure if I could manage that like daily, but I'm quite happy doing that on a weekly basis with you guys.
Right.
Just hosting the stuff on YouTube.
Well, if you've got any ideas, I reckon Lenny would be open to knowing that he can allocate certain days and things like that. So if things like that, then I think he'd be quite happy to, very happy to involve. I think definitely. I definitely think that would be a good idea. I think he'd appreciate that. He'd like to be there too, I reckon, as well.
For example, like open up a room for him to have like sort of after discussions or whatever, radio room, something like that. And definitely working with Nathan on getting fix their own radio yet. So that we don't have distractions hopping in when we're really discussing something serious.
Right. I also think that's cool because if it's a group thing, then there'll always be people around for it, and there will always be a show rather than, because if one or two people are not able to do it, there'll always be a couple of people who can. So.
Yeah, that's it. That idea was forming a bit in my head. Like, he wants to take some time off, have a bunch of people who could run that for like 2 hours or so. That to me sounded like an interesting idea, so I bounced that off of Nathan. He's going to reorganize the entire server in 3 days.
Sounds like a really cool idea, to be honest. I'd definitely be up for contributing and participating. If there's I'm not assuming if there's any space.
it just came to me like most things do. I'm like, yeah, we could definitely see if that is workable. Because like oftentimes you see that right after the radio show ends, the conversation becomes really interesting because a lot of people are afraid to use it on the radio or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like if you're doing a radio show and you ask your questions, you're like, oh my god, I'm on the radio. While you're
I think
actually
they're
listening.
afraid they might hear themselves.
Yeah, but it's not like if you're in the Discord, you're not on Steam it, I think. And I just got an uploads on Steam it and they're listening in, but it's just like to me, it's just like a big Discord room.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you move to over here, I'm very resilient to talking unless I'm needed to break up some ridiculous discussion going on. And then I bring in a character, just like my spouse. Like I can get really, really angry with people that at a certain age.
That full
I
moon.
remember one of our conversations that you, it wasn't even the person there that got triggered. He got static.
Yeah.
You definitely can.
Oh, I can get really fucking angry, especially if it comes to shit that people are very ignorant about. Because one blatantly obvious stuff that people just walk by with their heads buried in their fucking smartphones. They very well have passion for my album.
Somebody close to me said no matter how big a hammer you have, you can't have
Das nicht. Lichten, blickten, springten, springten. Oh, fuck that, just sit down. I don't know what it is.
Laid back actually. It's why I smoke a lot of weed. It's a little laid back. But getting passionate, I get it. You can make me passionate. Yeah, I think. Hey, we were discussing Rotterdam earlier and the whole state of the Netherlands, and that's just and William here lives in Belgium, which is about as well, pretty much just as fucked as the Netherlands when it comes to both environment and politics. I mean, look at the Belgian Ministry of Health, for example. Look at our Minister of Defense, for example. It's just a fucking farce of comedy. They're testing us out, like.
How far can we go?
People can we put in positions of power for you to actually start noticing that shit is going horribly wrong?
Yeah. Let's see how much we can fuck you up.
We can always find a fat lady and put her into the legal truth office. Yeah.
I don't think it's even that. It's they went to somebody else's barrel and scraped that. They wanted to put. I know they wanted to go. Just create the most insane dichotomy ever through the through the total irony. It's like irony is one of those things that is just one of it exists because it's meant to make you question your reality. You know, that's the irony. The irony of the irony is to make you question your reality. Oh, it's not ironic. It's ironic because it's real. Because it's there for a reason. It's not some strange, nebulous concept. It happens. That's our reality. We just kind of keep thinking, oh, it's just coincidence. Explain it away. Explain it away. Your mundane deceptions of reality. And that's what that other kind of... That was the magic trick, being able to convince people to not believe in magic. I always welcome new wisdom, because you never know when you might have access to these PDFs. Chopped up some garlic. Oh yes, I do. I'm actually quite. I reckon if you've got something to share, I'm supposed to let go of paranoia and fear. Yeah, I think I've been to there. That's the next thing, isn't it? People abusing their. We don't need it. We don't need peeping toms anymore, because we can all just do it remote viewing. We've got people like remote viewing or going over, doing it without your permission, and it's like, thanks for that. But yeah, where's this book you posted? Oh, maybe. What the hell? Maybe I think Tartary Texas, maybe. Where it should be. Oh, you're like one-upping me there, huh? Oh, I didn't think of that one. Oh, that sounds like a lizard. There is no Lisa in here. No Lisa. Okay. I thought I heard a Lisa, but maybe I was mistaken. Sorry, Harry. Continue. There's an invisible Lisa here. We have to ignore him. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't like really ignore you. But Harry was in the middle of something. That was all. Sorry? Yes. Sorry. Well, you know what? you don't be a Wendy, okay? Just don't. Well, stick around for long enough, you'll find out who this Wendy is, won't you? You can experience it for yourself. I'm sorry, actually. She's a force of nature. I actually pulled a card while she was talking to me, and I got Mother Goose. So, It was perfect because the thing she was talking about was pretty much what the book was telling me, and it was like, oh, okay, so can I end this now? Well, no, I had to sit there. I just anyway, yeah. Talking about kids and religion. I asked a question that opened up a Pandora's box, and so basically, and I kind of knew that that's what was going to happen, because I kind of felt like, well, it's just me and Wendy now, and I've got to, maybe there's got to be a way of having a fig leaf of some kind that I can try and maybe, you know, I don't know, and to be honest, I got quite drained after about half an hour, and I had to go to bed. So yeah, I find her a bit draining, that's all. And I think that's why I'm a little bit wary of her, because I find her a bit draining. But other people might not have that experience. So, oh, there's already onion on it. Is there anything else? I just put a load of garlic on my pizza because I love garlic. Well, it's a vegetarian pizza, so I wanted to add something to it. And then I'm just gonna have a load of salad to go with it, and that's my dinner. I mean, it's bad enough with the pizza, to be honest. It's not that great, not that healthy, but it's like one of those fresh sourdough ones. So it was made and delivered yesterday. Okay, man. So what have they been doing to you today? No anal probe today. That's maybe a little bit too close to the bone, maybe. So we better move on from the anal probes and close to the bone. Alright, well, I'm making a nice garlic pizza. Yes. Garlic. Degrees for 11 minutes. Stop. Stop my live stream, maybe. Excuse me? Are you addressing me? Shit. I can't hear you too well, you're a bit echoey. Goodness. I certainly hope that she's got an energy level like that. Would be too good. Well, yeah, you just ignore it. It's more of it's, you know, it's not the same as some of those creatures, those monsters. It's not the same as the ones we've experienced in the flame, that kind of that just continuously tries to antagonize an icy creature, for instance. This is more of a, I'm going to lull you into, pull you into the my world thing and then suck you dry. I don't know, it's just like about, I don't know, it's like there's a willfulness there that I clash with, and it makes me feel like, no, you're not gonna fucking you dominate me. You're like, no, I'm gonna fucking that's what makes you feel inside. Oh, there's these options. I don't think Tom uses that problem. It's that it was the feeling of no, I'm not gonna let you talk over me. But it was got to that point where I thought, you know what, I can't bother because by resisting, I'm probably giving you more energy. So it's just better to just switch off. You know, whatever. So I don't know. I just it's like for instance, okay, like I did. I've been aware of my moon sign for quite a while. Yeah, paying attention to it and everything. And she goes to me, "Oh, what's your moon sign?" And I said, "It's Aries." And then she asked me for my birthday and stuff. And she's like, "No. According to my book, it's Taurus." Yeah, and she's kind of like, I said, "Well, I've done a calculator thing and it told me it was this." She goes, "Well, my book is older and I've been using it for a long time and blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe it's good to receive this when you're getting it for free and stuff." And I'm like, huh? Yeah, kind of. And I'm like, and then I thought to myself, okay. You know, yeah, I was like, okay. I don't know what do you do with that? I know better because I've got an old book and I've been around and I've done this and I've done that. And even though you may know stuff and you've got your thing and your answer, I'm going to tell you anyway because my book says differently. And it's like, okay, well, I don't, okay, fine.
To me, that sounds like, okay, something involving a cactus.
Yeah, something involving a cactus. So I kind of think, why? It's like kind of.
Something involving a cactus. You can make us up whatever you want.
Yeah, I just little and often with her. I'm gonna have to keep it little and often. I had a feeling about her for a while, and I just don't. We're a little bit clashy. I'm a cardinal water, and she's kind of a Leo, and it's like we're both really. I'm a Cancer. We hold on to things. We don't let go. It's like we're also very tenacious too. We don't stop. So it's like then to have somebody get in my way is like saying, okay, then try and push me. I'll keep trying to push you over. Yeah, I don't know. Just there's a little bit of that thing going on. It's like, well, I'm kind of I'm doing my thing. No amount of other people getting involved is going to stop me from doing my thing. But I'm not ignorant or narcissistic enough to really ignore what other people have to say if I think what they have to say is pretty good or relevant, or I don't try not to make those judgments. I try to listen to them, and I think most people have something really interesting to offer, but it's the way, I think it's the way she goes about it, like rams it in your face type of thing, and it's like she's this kind of, okay, I understand that, but my way is better, and okay, it's like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck. It's just a little bit of that. That's all. Trying to be polite about it, and you get a little bit walked over. So it's kind of like, okay, I may have to stop being polite and start being more direct, because otherwise people will just walk all over you. And it depends. I try to moderate how that goes depending on who I'm speaking to. You try and gauge people first. work out whether the full force of our own obstinacy is necessary, or if we can actually negotiate like conscious beings. It's like do we have to try and do ego trips and power fights just because, or can we be conscious beings and try and put that shit away, It just feels like it gets exerted on me, and I'm like, no, keep your ego to yourself. I don't know, I might be sounding like a hypocrite. I try not to be. I try to be mindful of that in myself. It's just annoying when other people don't seem to be so mindful about it, and it's like, come on now, I've got boundaries. Stop fucking putting it in my face or I get nasty.
Warn me, Daddy.
You did, I have to say, Lisa, you did handle Daysar very well. That was very funny. Yeah, I was just very impressed by that. Because he was really starting to piss. He really got to me, that guy, and he really tried to attack me quite a lot. And
I just wanted to get blood because I could.
yes, it's just great that your passions lay in alignment with your heart and activities. So. Yes. Well, that's why I chose my words carefully. Yes, literally. Oh, you've gone super quiet. What's going on? Almost. A bit louder. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you just sounded like you were in another room.
It's the headphone might got me funny. Is there a limit on the upload size for an attachment?
It depends. The data limit.
Megabytes.
Depends if you're a
9?
subscriber.
Yeah, 9 megabytes, sorry.
Gotcha. That might be what it is because
If it's a big one, yeah.
it keeps saying it was a network error and I wasn't logged in, so I'm thinking it's just bouncing it back when I go to upload.
Are you a subscriber? Are you a paid Discord subscriber, or are you just a free user?
I'm just a Discord thing, right?
Yeah, because if you're a free user, it's limited, and if you pay, it's about 50. Google Drive.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna find the actual PDF on the web too,
Mm.
and link to that. I think it's like.
I've got a folder full of PDFs on my Google Drive. Actually, I collect them. So if you do
I've
get
also
that.
got a folder full of DMG files.
Pick me.
I'm going to have to split, guys.
Okay. Well, it's been
And
great
girls
to
are
hang.
presenting at least two.
It's been good to hang. It's just
Hey, no worries, Sandy. Nice talking to you, man.
It was an absolute pleasure chatting with everybody.
excellent.
I look forward to many more chats.
Oh, please feel free.
Always welcome.
If you see us around, drop in.
Yes, and also if you guys want me to contribute on something broadcasting too, I'd be more than happy to.
Right.
So. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Evening here. You have a good one, man. We'll speak to you later.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, bro.
You too. he post that yet? Not Book of Magic.
That's the worst.
Magic and dragons.
Yes.
No.
Oh yeah, he said he couldn't upload it because of the file size. That's it. He's gonna upload the drive. God, I'm such a fool.
Oh, Helios and I. As we illuminate our shadows.
Are you quoting?
There's a star.
I've got a lot of PDFs on my iCloud drive actually. I wonder if it could work, if that works too. Let's see if I can iCloud.com.
Have you heard of that? P-O-R.
Coordinates.porn.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me a while because I thought I misheard. I heard the spelling, so it didn't make sense to me. So
I don't have a folder of it.
I thought he said pick me.
Pick me, yeah.
PMG or something. Something like that. Your Apple ID is being used as a new device. I'm not in
Let me show you.
I'm not in fucking Manchester.
Yeah, you're sure. Maybe. Fucking Manchester. Oh man. What a day.
How is that possible? It's been rerouted somewhere.
Isn't that nice? Mine doesn't matter. You beat the bug. You beat the bug. You beat the bug. I told you that. You know how he did it?
Why does it think, if for some reason it thinks I'm several hundred miles away from where I actually am? That's just weird.
Oh no, that's not good. That's GPS being upset.
Yeah, I trust this browser. I'm just going to see if I can share a file, just see what the thing is like, because I'm wondering if iCloud works like
You love share?
Google Drive or not, and if that's the case, I don't have to keep loading shit up on Google Drive anymore because I already have an iCloud.
Hey,
Yes.
do you want to see what sort of...
You tempted to... Oh, it's in Canton's horror chat, okay, cool.
You have for that.
Gosh, you have too much time on your hands, man.
Yes.
They're too hot, they have to be pixelated. This is why he takes laughing to such extreme levels. It's wonderful. Oh, it's fantastic. It's creating your own reality. That's why I love it so much. It's like you're living the dream, man. You don't give a shit. It's like that's why I love it. You just don't care. It's great.
If I put out wood, if I turn out wood,
They're so fun to play.
Is that a real picture to that? Is it really like on his back? There is legs. Oh. It's badly Photoshop. Oh man, that's funny. You have so much time on your hands. Did you draw Nushi or did somebody else draw Nushi? I'm trying to work.
This.
I'm trying to determine what is Lizar's artwork and what is somebody else's. And the pizza will be ready. Pizza and salad. Pizza and salad. Isn't life so fun with salad?
Oh, dear, like a child. Oh, that's me cosmetics here.
Jehovah's Lizard.
Hello, can you spare a moment of time to talk about Jesus?
Still a moment of time to talk about rock.
Do you draw these? It's amazing. I love it. Everybody has a bunch of stuff on their computer that they like to collect. And he's got pictures of lizards.
I have 1,700 random images in my random image folder.
Right, that's me too. Why do we do this? There has to be a multi-dimensional reason why.
This is not safe for rock. This is not safe for rock.
Spoil. That is some rock. Rock.
That night before.
Not safe for rock.
Not safe for rock. Cutting
Like, I went to rush.
Yeah, I have to admit, I have laughed so much more since hanging out in Tartary on a Friday night.
Yeah, me too.
It's like you're the expert of lizards.
If you have a wet lizard trousers,
Is it possible?
wet trousers,
Look, these are
here you go.
these are no trousers. Look, this Lisa. This is Lisa. You see trousers? No.
This is a giraffe. Oh, maybe that's a lizard. He looks so happy, doesn't he?
I have so much job images on this computer.
These are just like up entire board one day. One day these are entire board.
One day world domination of Lisa.
I'm just watching.
World domination.
Just washing salad leaves. Each individual leaf. Why didn't we do this sooner? I mean, it's just. I think memes have existed longer than the concept and name did. Although then again, they did say that Richard Dawkins created this in one of his books a long time ago in the 70s or something. So that's when it was first coined, memetics and memes. Curse you, force field. Literally, this is really weird. I just love all these crazy images. This is a combination. Everybody's getting it crazy on. They love it. This is what I love about everybody. Just being around people who feel that they can just be themselves, even if
At this point in time, I am only waiting for the lady she will judge us for sharing the memes.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff.
Because the memes are very distractionary.
Oh, what is that? That's a little baby dragon eating a lemon. And then what's happening to it in the last one? Is it shaking with bitterness because it's just bitten lemon? I love it. It's like you don't even. There's no words to it. You just work it out just by looking at it. And that's a great cartoon. I'm gonna have to save that. It's so cute. I love cuteness. It makes me feel squishy. Hi, how to say hi in Mandarin? Nose to nose. Don't die. Sometimes we need to face our problems. That's why I carry 4 faces. It's 2011 Darkly Stockings. So you want to fucking fictional character. You can give it the heart. Let's test it first. Does it have human intelligence or greater? Can it talk or otherwise communicate with language? Is it of sexual maturity for its species? Did you make this? Because it looks like you made this.
It's a meme. No,
It's just because the creature is chosen looks like a Lisa.
I'm not trying to say anything with this image.
Oh, politics. Yeah, that's on my desktop for immediate referencing.
Have a good smoke.
Have a good smoke. Yeah, he will have a good smoke, won't he?
It's over now.
I love it. Oh, my pizza's getting cold. I was giving my lettuce leaves time to drip dry. With drip dry lettuce leaves. Just gonna shake these motherfuckers off. Oh no! No, you're dead.
Alright, let me tune on myself. You want to see my PC?
I didn't know.
Really cute one.
Hang on, that sounded like a different voice. What was that? No, that was Monkey. Is that your actual cat?
Yes.
Oh, it looks like something out of a Miyazaki anime.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really cute cat. Are you in a part of Russia where those cats are really abundant? Like you just have all these cute Japanese looking cats? I know that's
Yeah, that's my cat.
cats and cats. I wish I was able to have Oh, that's two. This is double cat. Double cats. Oh man. Becca's really cute. He always looks like he's just about to sneeze.
Yeah, Becca always looks like she's about to, because she does.
It's the style of cat. That's the sneezy cat.
Notice. Thank you for noticing this new notice. Your noticing has been noted and will be reported to the authorities.
New noses.
Material.
Okay, that is time.
That's a coincidence.
I fucking love lettuce.
This last picture may be photoshopped. I'm not sure of it yet.
Sharkcopter. Hello, living plant. I need to say thank you.
I love that.
Excuse me a minute. I'm thanking my plant so I can take some leaves from it for my salad. Thank you.
Out of the blue, you say I love lettuce.
Can you set the right 2 cats?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
He does like cookies.
Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't have my bird.
Oh shit.
Do you like 2 cats?
2 cats.
Can
2 cats.
like this cat. We don't like.
We don't like. What the fuck is that?
That is a salamander. Biggest one in the world.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's on
Oh.
Yeah. Salamander.
Salamander.
It looks like a puddle of brain jelly or something.
Yeah, it's like just a blob of.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
blob from the film, like the film, Willie. Do you remember the blob?
Don't go that again.
Like that really shit film.
Yeah, the really shit film. They made that film the year after they invented this slime thing.
Ugh.
Remember?
Yeah, I'm never gonna get over that. Really, slime.
Toy?
Yeah, I bet it made people sick as well. I remember when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did a toy line and they had slime in it, and I remember that it made me feel fucking sick to smelling that stuff.
It was made out of real dead Ninja Turtles, maybe.
Do
That
you
is
think it's humid?
human.
Do you think
I
it's
think it's
human? It's humid.
Yeah, it's humid.
Except for that, so
Just look at the last image I posted.
oh, it's still uploading, yeah.
I'm just screeching pizza. Isn't she lovely?
The last one is the, oh wow, what fun, oh yay. What is that? Oh, it's caviar.
Caviar?
Caviar.
I love caviar.
Look at that sweet.
Is it going to make me feel sick? Because I'm just about to eat.
No. It's a bit like mouse cat before shaving, grooming.
Just about to come over.
But then I think it's
Looking at a mirrored owl. And a very big, whatever that is. It looks like. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like it looks like Maggie de Block as a Tribble from Star Trek. Starring Tribble de Block.
I feel a new meme coming.
Oh my god! Queen of the Trebles. Minister of obese Trebles. Oh my goodness.
We call this little dog paper actors.
No, go. I'll do one if you do one. Using it.
Make cool hit traffic.
I love memes. We definitely.
Give me 4 tree burgers.
I'll get there in a second. Don't listen. Don't laugh until I get there. Oh, fuck shit. What the? Look at that. That's Maggie de Block as a fucking joke.
She's influencing evolution.
See, there are Maggie de Blocks everywhere. It is normal to be obese and quite healthy.
Right. No, he was right.
It's her birthright to be Maggie de Block. You look so wrong.
How do you get this to feel sick?
They create a really long tube with assholes on both ends. Oh man.
Actually, a mathematical, question, I guess.
These cows are so
Does it have 1 or 2 holes? Does a ring has 1 or 2 holes?
If you love it, should have put a ring on it.
This one is pretty good.
I read that as horse. And then I saw there's a horse on a jump, and I was like, what? I have to read that again.
That's pretty funny.
That's worse.
Horse. Holy. You see what leopards can do.
Yes, it's magic, isn't it? It's like, do you know what? We've had that explained away from us for so long. Oh yeah, there's no such thing as magic, really, because our eyes seem to see one word over another word, and then you look again, and it's a completely different word. I don't think that's a coincidence. Do you?
No.
I think we initially sometimes will see what it really is meant to be, and then what it gets changed for. Almost like a Mandela effect. But actually, it's not the Mandela effect because that's just the way things are.
Keep it comfortable. Just heat it.
How it is. The what?
The marriage.
What's the matter?
What is the marriage?
I'm guessing that, assuming that that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah. So I'm guessing that's the helmet. Cool.
I don't know, yeah, I guess. The mouse.
Well, I had to look at it closer so I could see what it was I was meant to be looking at. It took me a moment.
Oh, and you risk to look at that thing closer.
Yeah, just that one. Just that
You're
particular
afraid
image.
of hairy things.
Huh.
So this one is the latest one that's uploading now is only funny for Willie.
I think I get it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You know Papa?
No, but I'm just putting words together and knowing that Batty usually refers to
A
as.
little bit of the background there, would be helpful to make this joke really the fun it is. The Barba Papas are a family of sort of rubbery creatures that can turn into pretty much anything.
Oh.
So he's like, guys, I have to tell you something, I'm gay. And Miss Barba Papa replies by, yeah, so yesterday you were a sailing boat.
Yeah, but it's much funnier in Dutch.
Yes, it is.
And we have a special sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish and Dutch have a special sense of humor.
No, I get it.
It's like your stiff upper lip thing. We sometimes don't get it.
I think with English people, it just has to be a bit. I don't know. The nuance of humour from geographical location. Excuse my mouthful.
Oh, well, I was just wondering if you're trying a new voice or
I just didn't want to stop talking.
trying out a new character.
No, I was just being really rude.
Who posted my picture up there again?
Yeah, do you mean the Pope or Gandalf?
Gustav Vasilius.
I might have a hemorrhoid that looks like Pope. Yeah.
Does it look like the Pope's hat or just the Pope?
I don't know. Take a look up closely. Wait, I'll post a picture.
Yes, yes. I'll just give me a moment. I'll post it in general. I'm just gonna drop a picture of my of my my hemorrhoid on tart here. I thought it was relevant because it looked like a star fort.
People hemorrhoid. People hemorrhoid.
Sounds delicious, really.
I wish I had done that looked like Jesus Christ. There were much more on the market.
The only thing about salad is the fact that when I eat it, I don't really feel like I'm getting anything from it. Like you think you're eating a leaf, and you're just thinking it's just a fucking leaf. What could be so good about this? This leaf?
Water. It's got some water in it.
Right.
And then the crispy feeling.
What about minerals?
Yeah, oh yeah, and toasted minerals and even metal traces.
Mm. And I'll just smother it all in mayonnaise to make it taste better.
I thought you were trying to make it more healthier.
Well, no, I don't. No, I just no. What I wanted to do was try and eat more fresh living food like salads and fruit and vegetables, and less meat.
After all, mayonnaise is just ideal and or
Well, I've got to get my protein from somewhere, man. Mayonnaise it is.
Oh man, shut up. Now I crave for a sandwich with mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any mayonnaise anymore. I quit mayonnaise.
Mm.
Only have pastas in my fridge.
Well, you know what? I've discovered that apparently they do something called veggie-naise now, which is vegetarian mayonnaise. I have no idea what that would be made of, but
Oh, without the eggs and they with the yellow the egg replacement. How's it called again? There's a vegan alternative.
oh wow.